Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentlemen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Fans International Association is back. That's right, the premier fan club association of the 1970s and 1980s has been revived and is back in business. Join today. It's free at thewfia.org. That's thewfia.org. You can also join us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/WFIA 1969. Again, everybody, back in action live and in living color with the 1987 Supermod. I am your host, Brad Drake, and this is the World Wrestling Federation. Yes, we will be doing shows with other companies, potentially other mods, but in the meantime, everybody, I am having so much fun with this WWF save that we're going to keep it going. And I can tell by our numbers that you are also enjoying the WWF save. So that's why we continue doing it. We don't have any broadcasters tonight. It's once again a house show, or as I like to refer to it as, a live event show. Nobody is out but who is expected, and tonight we are in Utica, New York at the Memorial Coliseum. Uh-oh, Jimmy Hart got himself in some trouble with Harley Race. Fair enough. All right, everybody. Let's take a look at our card for this evening, and as usual, the matches that were actually not on the card are marked with an asterisk, and of course I forgot to mark some of these with an asterisk, so now I need to. And I'll do that while I'm talking to you fine people. So as you can see, quite a few of these matches are asterisk matches. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily that the match didn't take place, but it does mean that the match has been altered for one reason or another. Usually it's because one of the wrestlers is injured or wasn't actually in the company or isn't in the company in my game at the time for whatever reason. All right, so let's give a quick rundown here. Frenchy Martin is going to battle SD Jones in the opener. Jose Estrada will face David Sammartino, and I got David Sammartino booked twice, everybody. So why don't we change this one over to Dan Spivey? So we're going to have Jose Estrada in there against Danny Spivey. We're going to have Terry Gibbs facing David Sammartino, and this time that one's for real. We are going to have the Rockers battle Kamala and Sika. The one-man gang will face George the Animal Steele in singles action. Koko Ware is going to mix it up with the big outlaw Ron Bass. The world's strongest man, Ken Patera, will face another powerhouse, magnificent Muraco. Bob Orton Jr., that's right, Cowboy Bob Orton, the ace, will face Jake the Snake Roberts. In our semi-main, everybody, the Rougeau brothers will battle Demolition. In our main event, King Harley Race will face the Macho Man, Randy Savage. So with that said, everybody, we are here in Utica, New York, in the Memorial Coliseum, and this is once again, the 1987 Supermod World Wrestling Federation. Let's get to booking. Here we go. Martin versus Jones in the opener. And we have Frenchy Martin here. And SD Jones. And SD Jones is going to do something very rare here. SD Jones is going to get the win here, everybody. This one is booked. All right, up next, we have Jose Estrada and Danny Spivey. They're going to go 8 minutes. We haven't used Spivey in a while, except for TV tapings. This point in real life, I think Spivey was hurt again at this point. I could be wrong on that one. Here's Jose Estrada. Here is Danny Spivey. Danny Spivey, big dude. Nasty dude. Lots of people were scared of Danny Spivey, and for good reason. Brutal, brutal man. You did not want to get in a street fight with Danny Spivey. Here we go. Terry Gibbs and David Sammartino. Another 8-minute bout here. And being that we're in David Sammartino's dad's old section of the territory, David Sammartino would be over big here. So here is David Sammartino. Sammartino is going to get the win here, everybody. All right, up next, the Rockers and Kamala and Sika. They are going to go 10. And the Rockers are severely undersized in this one. Kamala and Sika probably have them outweighed by about 300 pounds as a team. No doubt about it. We're going to leave this one open-ended. We'll see how things turn out. All right, up next, One Man Gang and George the Animal Steele. One Man Gang probably would have had to have done the selling for this one, as George the Animal Steele is way past his prime. Still very entertaining on short squash matches on television, but he is beyond his prime at this point. We are going to give the win here to the aspiring star, One Man Gang. Up next, Koko Ware and the Outlaw, Ron Bass. They're going to go 12. Both these men are capable hands, good in the ring. Ron Bass was a mean heel, nasty heel. No doubt about it. Big dude, too. Big, powerful dude. Koko Ware, of course, was no slouch, an outstanding wrestler in his own right. I was a fan of both these guys. We're going to leave that one open-ended. We'll see what the AI decides. Here we go. Patera versus Muraco. They're going to go 14. These two in just a few months will be partners on Hulk Hogan's team for the Survivor Series. So here's Ken Patera. Here is Magnificent Muraco, who's getting ready to turn babyface. And we'll leave this one open-ended. Also, a lot of surprises here on this one, everybody. Bob Orton Jr. is in there against Jake the Snake Roberts here. They're going to go 16. This should be an outstanding bout. And as I said before, I always refer to him as Bob Orton Jr. because I have a lot of respect for his dad, Bob Orton Sr., the Big O, who actually was still wrestling at this point in time, and we put him in the game on the latest version. All right, we're going to leave this one open also. We'll see how it works out. Semi-mains, the Rougeau brothers against Demolition. They're going to go 18. Here are the Rougeaus. Here are Demolition, or here is Demolition. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that one in proper English, but we are going to give the win to Demolition, and it's going to come via manager interference. Demolition was a really good team, and they do not get their just respect. That I get so tired of being on wrestling fan boards and having to hear, they were Road Warrior knockoff. Well, sure, initially they were a Road Warrior knockoff. However, those two gelled as a team, had excellent chemistry, and could go with anybody and make them look like $1 million. And they were two big dudes. So when it comes to talent-wise and actually teamwork-wise and good as a team, I would say Demolition was a better team than the Road Warriors. Were they more popular? No. The Road Warriors, in my opinion, are the greatest tag team in wrestling history. Not based on skill, but just based on the fact of popularity and influence and everything else. However, Demolition, I think, was a finer in-ring team. I recently read Steve Keirn's book where he knocks the Road Warriors quite a bit. Not so much Animal, but he had his problems with Road Warrior Hawk. And he talks about how the Road Warriors just wanted to go in and beat people up every night, no matter whether they were heel or face. And he said they really struggled with psychology in wrestling, and that struggle hurt a lot of potential feuds for them. And Steve Keirn's got a very valid point there. So here we go, everybody. We're at our main event here. King Harley Race and Macho Man Randy Savage. Randy Savage is going to get the victory here. This one's going to be an epic. And Savage is on his goodwill tour here, continuing to build up goodwill towards him as a babyface. His feud with Honky Tonk Man is red hot at this point. Good stuff. It didn't take much for the fans to start cheering Savage again. He just had that way where you always respected him. All right, let's go ahead and start this show, and let's see how we do. SD Jones gets the win with that headbutt over Frenchy Martin, 39. For these two, Danny Spivey gets the win over Jose Estrada with that Bulldog, and they get a 48. Danny Spivey with a nice 72 score. He's starting to get over. Good stuff. All right, up next here we have David Sammartino taking out Terry Gibbs with the torture rack, 39 overall for these two. All right, here we go. The Rockers and Kamala and Sika, and the Rockers take the fall as Kamala pins Marty Genadi after that giant splash. That's what I expect would happen here. No doubt about it. 66 overall for these two. Not bad. One Man Gang and George the Animal Steele. Gang gets the win over Steele with that 747. And Steele has things going against him, and one of them is his age. All right, up next here, Koko B. Ware and Ron Bass. And Koko gets the win over the Big Outlaw here with that Bird Buster. 75 and 67 gets us a 76. Good stuff. Good match for these two. Surprisingly good match. All right, Patera and Muraco. And Muraco gets the win over Patera with that Tombstone Piledriver. 82 for these two individuals. 79 and 77 gives us an 82 overall. Once again, good stuff. Bob Orton Jr. and Jake the Snake Roberts get outshone by the previous match here. 89, 81, get an 81 overall. Superplex. Orton gets the win. No red text of doom here. So how on earth did we drop? Did we not even get a mid-range score here? Let's check our takeaways. Inconsistency. So the only knock you got in this whole thing is inconsistency. And it's going to drop the score by potentially 4 or 5 points. I call some BS on that one, everybody. Old-fashioned TEW BS. All right, up next here, the Rougeaus and Demolition in an excellent tag team match. Demolition gets the win after the Demolition decapitation. Mr. Fuji interferes in this one. You know he whacked somebody with that cane. No doubt about it. Lots of green. Green equals money. Outstanding showing for both teams here. 90 overall. Here we come to the big main event here. 88 and the 98 gets us a 92. And the Macho Man gets the win, everybody, with that flying elbow drop. Top quality match. Great main event. Let's finish this one up. We get an 89 overall, which again is a little surprising for the score when your main event was 92, but nothing surprises me. So we're going to point out Randy Savage, and we're going to point out Demolition, because they had an excellent showing here. So here's Axe. Here's Smash. All three great performance. We're going to make that speech. Savage is pleased. Axe is pleased. Smash is pleased. And I'm pleased. And we're heading back to the main screen here, everybody. That is all the events I had laid out here. There are more to come. And we'll continue on to this tour. I don't know if we're going to continue on with it for the next show, but we may or may not. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Let's take a look. Boy, clicking all sorts of wrong things there. You got a view behind the curtain there. We're uploading the last show, and you just saw that. All right, here we go. Back to our main screen. Shirley Black is all ours now. Gang is tired. Jacques Rougeau is tired. Lack of big names. BS. See if anything catches our eye here. NWA didn't run. Another night off. Fair enough. All right. That's going to do it for us, everybody, for this one. For those of you that are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and drop some messages below. Let us know you found the channel, what you think of us so far. Version 11 is coming, everybody, December 1st. The only place you can get it is patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Not only will you be able to get the latest versions of the Supermod, but you will get access to all of our spreadsheets, you will get access to all of our shows early and ad-free, and so much more, everybody. It's just $5, the price of a Starbucks cup of coffee. Check it out today, everybody. Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Don't forget to check us out on social media, Facebook.com/groups/1987Supermod. And last but not least, do not forget, you can get a free membership with Wrestling Fans International Association. Head on over to thewfia.org. It's 100% free, and it is an organization on the move, booming and growing every day. Your free membership also gets you a free digital subscription to the bi-monthly publication Wrestling Fan News. Check it out today, everybody. Once again, that's thewfia.org. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.